Are you ready for us to expose the greatest scam in African history? What if I told you that waiting on God is the greatest colonial scam ever pulled on Africans? What if I showed you undeniable historical evidence that religion was weaponized to keep Africans powerless, obedient, and exploitable? Brace yourself, because what you're about to hear will shake everything that you thought you knew. But before you get there, it is time for a mindset shifting affirmation. Take a deep breath. I am the architect of my own destiny. No one, no system, no preacher, no foreign power holds more power over my life than I do. If this resonates with you, take a deep breath. Here are the 6 lies that religion used to enslave Africans and what we should do instead. You ready for this? Lie number 1. Suffering on earth is a test. Your reward is in heaven. Here is the truth. This was the European colonial manipulation to make Africans accept slavery, oppression, and poverty without resisting. Just look at Leopold II's letter to the missionaries. It literally says, teach them to love poverty like the apostles. Make them docile so they don't revolt. This was intentional brainwashing. Now here is what to do instead. Stop normalizing suffering. Stop normalizing suffering. Wealth, health, and prosperity are your birthright. Take control of your economic destiny by building businesses, acquiring land, and investing in your community today. Now, no permission needed. Lie number 2. God chose the white man to lead the world. Here's the truth. This false doctrine was used to justify slavery, colonial rule, and neocolonialism. The Vatican itself endorsed the transatlantic slave trade with the Papal Bull Dom Diversas in 1452. This was not divine, it was strategic oppression. Now here is what to do instead. Rewrite the narrative. Teach African history that predates colonization. Teach about Mansa Musa, Queen Zinga, Imhotep, and the kingdoms of Kush and Mali. If you don't know your true history, you will forever believe someone else's lies. Lie number 3. African spirituality is evil. Only Christianity or Islam can save you. Ooh. Here's the truth. Before Europeans arrived, Africans had powerful spiritual systems based on nature, balance, and ancestral wisdom. Colonizers demonized them to erase African identity and force dependency on foreign religions. Now here's what to do instead. Reclaim your roots. Learn about African spiritual systems like Ife, Vodum, Kemetic wisdom, and Ubuntu philosophy. Know that spirituality is a tool for empowerment, not submission. Lie number 4. Your pastor is closer to God. Obey him without question. Here's the truth. Many African churches are businesses disguised as faith centers. Your pastor is living in a mansion, flying private jets, and selling you false hope while you struggle to pay rent. This is modern slavery. This is modern exploitation. Here's what to do instead. Stop being a spiritual customer. Stop being a spiritual customer. Become your own leader. Study, question, and think critically. True faith empowers. It does not enslave. Lie number 5. Pray for your enemies, even if they are oppressing you. Here's the truth. This was psychological warfare. It was used to make Africans forgive oppressors instead of fighting back. Colonizers did not pray for peace. They took action. They took action. Now here's what to do instead. Forgiveness without accountability is foolishness. Defend your right, demand justice, and fight for what belongs to you. Prayer without action is powerless. Is this making sense? Lie number 6. Waiting on God will solve your problems. Here is the truth. Look around. Centuries of waiting have brought nothing but poverty, exploitation, and suffering. Europeans did not wait on God. They built their empires. They took action and built systems of control. Now here's what to do instead. Take action. Invest in education. Start businesses. Create African-centered solutions. Stop waiting. Start building. Like right now. If this resonates with you, it is time for a mindset-shifting affirmation. Take a deep breath. I refuse to be mentally enslaved. I take back my power, my resources, my mind, and my destiny, starting from now. I refuse to be controlled. My destiny is in my hands. I rise, I reclaim, I reinvent. Take a deep breath. Now here is your call to action. This is just the beginning. If you're ready to reinvent yourself, build real worth, and break free from the system, join my reinvention affiliate programs. Let's build Africa, one mind at a time. Click the link on my bio and go to my website and get some books that will shift your mind and set you free forever. Join our Subscribepreneur Hub and learn how to create content as your business to make content creation your business from which you shape the narrative of Africa and earn substantial revenue. And remember, book me for mentorship, coaching, and speaking engagement, and let's do some mindset shifting work together, shall we? And now, drop a comment. What lies have they told you? What lies have they been telling you? Let's expose them together. My name is Anqueta. I'll see you in the next one.
If you wanted to stop Africa from becoming a superpower, you wouldn't have to invent a new strategy. The blueprint has already been written, tested, and perfected over centuries. You'd start by making sure Africa never unites. The easiest way to do that is by keeping people divided along ethnic, tribal, and religious lines. If they ever start working together, remind them of past grievances. Stoke old wounds, fund separatist movements, keep border disputes unresolved. Make sure every time they take one step forward, they take 2 steps back because they're too busy fighting each other. You'd install leaders who serve foreign interests, not their people. Find the most corrupt, the most easily manipulated, the ones who crave wealth and status more than progress. Offer them power in exchange for loyalty. If a leader rises who actually cares about Africa, get rid of them. Assassinate them if necessary. But if that's too messy, just destabilize their government and back a coup. If they talk about nationalizing resources, make an example out of them. If they try to unite Africa, take them out before the idea spreads. You'd keep Africa economically weak by making sure it never industrializes. Let them export raw materials, but never process them themselves. Control the mines, the oil fields, the rare earth minerals. Keep them selling cheap and buying expensive. If a country tries to break free and build its own industries, sabotage it. Place sanctions, destabilize its currency, fund local opposition, crash its economy. If that doesn't work, orchestrate a civil war. People can't build when they're too busy trying to survive. You'd make sure their education system produces workers, not innovators. Teach them history that glorifies their oppressors. Make them think their cultures are primitive. Their ancestors were savages. Their future depends on foreign approval. Train them to memorize, not to think critically. Keep their best and brightest looking overseas for opportunities. Make them dream of escaping Africa rather than fixing it. Offer scholarships that take their top minds to the West and never encourage them to return. Let the continent keep training doctors and engineers only for them to go enrich other nations. You'd control their narratives, own their media, control their stories, dictate their image to the world. Make them believe they are corrupt, hopeless, eternally in crisis. Flood their screens with poverty porn and war zones. Show them charity ads that make them believe they are helpless without foreign aid. Downplay their successes. Twist their victories into isolated incidents. If an African country develops a groundbreaking innovation, credit a foreign investor. If an African leader implements a successful policy, frame it as an anomaly rather than proof of competence. You'd make sure they remain dependent. Drown them in debt. Offer loans with impossible conditions. Force them to privatize everything so foreign corporations own their water, their electricity, their land. When they struggle, give them just enough aid to keep them alive, but never enough to make them self-sufficient. Use charities to create a culture of reliance rather than resilience. Make them think foreign intervention is necessary, that they can't solve their own problems, that they always need help from the outside. You'd suppress their military strength. Keep their armies weak, their defense industries non-existent. Sell them weapons to fight each other, but never let them develop high-tech military technology. If a country tries to build a strong defense system, accuse them of being a threat to stability. Make sure they always need foreign peacekeepers, foreign military bases, foreign advisors controlling their security. Keep them vulnerable to invasion, coups, and foreign interference. The formula is simple. Divide, corrupt, exploit, miseducate, control. Keep them fighting each other. Keep them looking outside for solutions. Keep them poor, dependent, insecure. Make sure every attempt to break free is met with resistance so strong that the next generation thinks twice before trying again. This isn't a theory. It's history. The real question isn't how to stop Africa from becoming a superpower. It's how Africa can break the cycle despite every effort to keep it down.